Indianapolis, Indiana, home to the legendary Indianapolis Motor Speedway and the famed Indy 500, often called the greatest spectacle in racing. The Indy 500 is unrivaled in the world of U.S. motorsports for its long history, tradition, and innovation. Perhaps nowhere was this more evident than in the 1968 Indy 500, when an estimated 300,000 people packed the speedway to witness firsthand the ultimate showdown between standard piston-powered race cars and the relatively new turbine jet engine race cars. Motorsports icon Andy Granatelli partnered with England's Lotus car founder Colin Chapman and his team to design and build 4 race cars powered by state-of-the-art turbine jet engines. One of the turbines that ran in the 68 Indy was Lotus car number 70, driven by racing legend Graham Hill, who proved the car's incredible speed by being the first to break the one-lap qualifying record.
Hill turns 4 blistering laps at an average of 171.208 miles an hour, a new track record.
As Granatelli had set out to prove, turbine jet engines produced tremendous torque and power. Utilizing around 80% fewer parts than a piston car, the turbines ran very smoothly. In fact, the deafening roar and rumble of a conventional piston-powered race car was replaced by the strong and steady build of a jet engine whir. Small parts malfunctions took the turbines out of the race at the 68 Indy 500, but their ferocity and power on the track had put the piston cars on notice.
The first turn, it's turbine.
However, power restrictions by the USAC, the governing body of the racing industry, ultimately made it impossible for turbines to compete in future 500s.
The engine size was slashed to a puny 11.9 inches of air intake, a 50% cut.
But their impact was undeniable. The turbine cars remain among the most popular, technically advanced, and highly controversial race cars ever created. Owned for years by NASCAR legend Richard Petty, the number 70 Lotus 56-3 turbine was purchased by noted collector Milton Verret, who ordered a ground-up restoration of this historic race car. Impressively, Clive Chapman, son of original Lotus car founder Colin Chapman, and Vince Granatelli, son of Andy Granatelli, were commissioned to oversee the complete restoration back to its original 1968 specs. The number 70 1968 Lotus 56-3 Indy turbine race car was never altered or converted to a piston-powered vehicle. Its only race was the historic 1968 Indy 500. The amazing restoration of this rare, iconic car is a powerful tribute to the innovative turbine engine program that had been created nearly 50 years earlier. May 25, 2014, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. In celebration of the famous STP Lotus turbine cars, Indianapolis Motor Speedway has chosen Indy 500 Race Day to run these historic cars for the first time since their legendary race in 1968, when the number 70 turbine car started in the front row. This is likely the last time these jet cars will ever run on the Indy 500 track.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the 2014 Indy 500. Today is the historic run of the 3 legendary 1968 Lotus STP Type 56 gas turbine wedge cars. These iconic gas turbine cars are here on the Indy track for the first time since their history-making run at the 1968 Indy 500. And befitting the important status of these race cars, they will be driven by some of the greatest names in Indy 500 history. Today, racing team great Vince Granatelli and legendary drivers Parnelli Jones and Mario Andretti will be piloting the original Lotus gas turbine jet wedge cars on their historic run. gentlemen, start the jet engine. The crowd is on their feet as the historic turbine wedge cars hit the track for the first time in nearly 50 years. And now, coming back in from their historic run, the 1968 Lotus STP-56 gas turbine cars is racing legend Mario Andretti, driving turbine car number 4. Racing pioneer Vince Granatelli brings in the Lotus STP-56 turbine car number 60. And Indy icon Marnelli Jones drives in the historic turbine car number 7.